What's up guys, back with a new vid, and guys, today I'm going to be breaking down my list for the top 10 gaming fails of 2024. I know I'm a little late on this, it's about like 8-9 days into 2025, but who cares guys, a whole year of gaming stuff happened and we're going to be looking back at it and counting down the worst fails. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting at number 10, Apex Legends making a battle pass cost actual money. I've been an avid Apex player for a little bit. I dip and dabble sometimes, but to all the main players that play the game and that saved up their like little coins and in-game currency, it's crazy how EA said, nope, can't use that. You gotta pay real money. And that killed the game. Like, I don't think a single person plays Apex anymore just because of that. Like, a boycott that actually worked. I'm baffled. Number 9, Concord. I don't have to say anything here. Sony put so much money into this and shut it down. There's nothing more to say. Number 8, Star Wars Outlaws. This game had very high potential. I was even excited for it. And I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. It seems like a more mature replacement for the canceled game Star Wars 1313 back in 2013 or 2011. I can't remember when the game was released basically. I mean, but like Star Wars Outlaws, it's not like Jedi Fallen Order. Not that type of mature, what we were hoping 1313 was gonna be. When it launched, it just turned out to be a complete buggy failure. Number 7, the PS5 Pro. It released for $700 without a disc drive, and the disc drive you had to pay $100 additional for. And when they did the reveal and showcase certain games, only a couple of games got enhancements, not every game. Of course, we got like an upscaling feature for like PS4 games or every single kind of game, but that's really about it. And Sony's statement for why the console was so expensive, even though it wasn't really different from the regular PS5 or PS5 Slim, was because they have no competition. And honestly, I don't blame them. That's why I'm ranking this at number 7, because it's not that bad. Only if you really do want the PS5 Pro, you can fork over the money and buy it. But again, it's not a necessity. PC is kind of better, except if you really want to play exclusive games at 4K and 60 FPS without any drops or tanked quality. Number 6, the Xbox Series X Digital. Very useless. Not to mention, when it came out, it was the same price as the regular Xbox Series X because the regular Xbox Series X was on sale. This is just an Xbox Series X in all white, no disc drive, that's it. Basically the Xbox Series S just on steroids, and I guess as a kind of replacement for the Series S, because the Series S is kind of not tanked in quality, but it's not that well with newer games. Number 5, closer of Tango Game Works. They are the creators of Hi-Fi Rush. This game did numbers for Xbox, and what did Xbox choose to do? Close the company that made it down. Of course, you made all your money from it from Game Pass, and everyone already owned Game Pass, and not many people actually bought it. So you didn't make a lot of money like you would want to, but still, come on. Microsoft, you're like billionaires, man. You have enough money to franchise this game and do more with the company. Instead, you chose to close it down and lay off people. Not very cool. Number 4, Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster and The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster. I put these two as one full one because I don't know why Sony felt the need to do this. Maybe to give the game PS5 disc, but this is just a waste of money by having a print disc. And the games already looks very good on PS4, especially PS4 Pro. And it looks way even better on PS5 via the upscaling techniques they used. But the games did get a 60 FPS patch in 2020, so I don't know why they failed to remaster it. Maybe to make them more exclusive to PS5 because they came out so late during the PS4 life cycle. They kind of felt more like a PS5 games, but you basically just remastered a remaster. Number 3, South Park Snow Day. I'm a big South Park fan, if you guys didn't know. I love the show. It's freaking funny. Also, I love the 2 games. First game, Stick of Truth, they did it with their little Lord of the Rings costumes. Second game, they did it with their little superhero costumes. Third game, they went back to their little Lord of the Ring costumes and made the game a price cut. Instead of $60, $30, and they made it 3D. And when you look at the game, you're like, it was only a South Park game. I just want to laugh. No, this game is very short. it's in 3D instead of 2D, like the animation style they did. But you know, video game like running at 60 frames per second is not that funny. Along with that, it doesn't have much replayability like the first and second games do. Very big letdown, especially for a South Park fan like myself. Number 2, this is the big one. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I know you guys were probably already expecting this to be on the list, so the fact that it's a number 2 makes you probably wonder, oh my goodness, what is number 1? Stay tuned. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League was a big fail. Set in the Arkham universe, they had the whole Justice League in this game and the Suicide Squad, and people complained that, oh, it doesn't play like the Arkham games. First of all, you're not playing as Batman. Of course, Harley Quinn was in the Arkham games, but all it is just like a reskin of Batman with a Harley Quinn mod over it. This game looked very promising. It switched developers for so long. It was announced all the way back in 2020, and it took till 2024 January to come out. Not to mention the last game with the voice actor Kevin Conroy for Batman in the game sucked. Not counting its repetitiveness and lack of different type of enemies and stupid story. And they really tried to make the game work with new story and DLC, but it was just too repetitive and uninteresting. So the game failed. Along with that, they killed off like everyone in the Arkhamverse. Like, dude, this game could have came like so much like later, and we had like a full Justice League game in the Arkhamverse. But nope, they killed Batman and the rest of the Justice League, and there was no way to like save them. Very big slap to the face. Now, before we get to number 1, I have an honorable mention: the Borderlands movie. Not really a game, but a movie based on a game. I'm not really sure what people kind of expected coming into this. Maybe the fact that it was PG-13 they said was bad. Maybe by it having R rating, they thought it was going to be better. But when you look at Borderlands, it never really was a mature type of game. It's always like, you know, a Peggy 16 game in like Europe and stuff, but M here. Even though the game doesn't really have like that much bad stuff in it. Like, I'm not sure more blood and swearing would have made the movie much better, but again, it was a flop, especially for Borderlands fans, and some probably watching this channel. At least we got Tales of the Borderlands revived. And finally, number 1, Skull and Bones. You guys probably forgot about this game. I forgot about this too, making the list. But I'm surprised Ubisoft made this list twice. First with Star Wars Outlaws and now with Skull and Bones. I just don't really have anything to say about this. It's just a buggy mess. And the fact that they said, oh, this is going to be a quadruple A game. You heard of triple A? No, quadruple. And then when the game came out, it just looked very bad, buggy, and not a lot of content like we were promised. Like, if you're talking quadruple A, games like Red Dead Redemption 2 with a lot of replayability, or GTA 5, things like that. Not just games that look good, but games that look good, like Red Dead Redemption 2, but have a big, giant, vast world with a lot of stuff to do in it. If you guys enjoyed this list, tell me what you think of this. Do you guys want more of these type of videos? Depends how it does. Maybe I'll make some more, you know? But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for watching. With that, see you on the next one.